It has been a long road to this point in the season, but we are officially down to 2. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on the show, and it's coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Chicago Cubs.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. He went deep last game, and he seems ready to take advantage of any mistakes he sees right now.
Jake Arrieta gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he was really on his game. Had a bunch of strikeouts and really kept the hitters off balance. Let's see if he can do that here.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this former USD Torero, Chris Bryant, one of the best in the game offensively, doesn't get a lot of accolades for his defense, though. Can play any one of a number of positions, but really settling in comfortably at third base. He's got soft hands, he's got an excellent arm. Very rare for a guy at his size.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
First pitch, 7:06.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball. But even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And I'll tell you what, when you can set down that first batter on 3 pitches, that's a good way to build a little confidence out there right from the outset.
Here's George Springer. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
To 2-2 now.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
very sharp here to these first two hitters. Back-to-back strikeouts. Doesn't look like it took them long to settle in here at home.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with two out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. On the move is Hayward. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs' starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, definitely be aggressive at the plate. You've got to come through with clutch two-out hits, and don't leave runners in scoring position. That's the key.
Dallas Keuchel is on the mound here on the road for Game 1 of the World Series. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he gave his ball club 6 complete innings, but didn't stay around for a decision. He'll look to get a W here in this one.
Now that we have a chance, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Fastball at 88 that time. A ball and a strike.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Protecting with 2 strikes. Went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Keuchel's ready, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Drilled right back up the middle, and this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
You talk about a guy who really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. He's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Now to the plate, Chris Bryant, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Pitch inside the throw, and they won't get Fowler as he takes second with ease.
And we'll give you an isolation look at this one from our camera down in the third base well. You'll see he's not looking back. This is a straight steal, and he's into second with no one out.
1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
Boy, this is an ideal start here so far in game 1. You get the scoreless top half. And now right away you've got an opportunity here to score first and really put the pressure on right from the outset of this series.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Chopped weakly to the left. Correa is up with it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Well, we talk about it a lot. Ideally, this should be to the right side of the infield. Maybe you give him a break because he's such a good hitter and he is a run producer, but I'll bet if you ask him, he'll wish he had a different approach in that at-bat.
Anthony Rizzo comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well. especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Gomez is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these two teams took to get where they are tonight. Jorge Soler gets his first opportunity here with the leadoff man still standing at second, but with 2 gone now.
Well, a good chance to pick up his teammates right here because they couldn't take advantage of that leadoff double. So he'll look to get something into the outfield and give his man a chance to come around and score.
The 1-0 pitch. Just missing here, 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. 3-1.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
Hard hit ball towards the hole. That's in there. Base hit. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. Don Rasmus has thrown him out at home plate. 1 left for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Colby Rasmus makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, I think there's something to be said for being patient, and then there's being overly patient. I mean, especially with 2 strikes, you've got to protect the plate up there. But he looks at 4 pitches, and he never even took the bat off his shoulder.
Luis Valbuena is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Taken in by Zobrist. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
John Singleton stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. No score here as we play inning number 2. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ben Zobrist strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Keuchel into his motion. 1-1 pitch on its way. This is skied out toward right. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting 6th, catcher. Wilson.
Stepping in, Wilson Contreras. He'll get to take his first cuts here. High in the air out to center field. Gomez is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 7th, The shortstop.
Addison Russell gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. 2-0 count, and the pitch. Up and out over the plate, but a called strike. 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Grounded to third. Valbuena's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score. Jason Castro will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Arrieta into the windup. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out number 1.
And this is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Carlos Gomez is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Arrieta is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Defensively here, you'd like someone other than your pitcher to take charge, but he winds up making the play anyway.
Dallas Keuchel will step in now as he'll get a chance to swing the bat here in the World Series.
Yeah, and remember, thanks to the National League winning the All-Star game, no DH in games 1 or 2, or 6 or 7 if we go that far.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Boy, tough enough to be an American League pitcher swinging the bat as it threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Jason Hayward digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Right fielder, Jason.
Into the windup and the pitch. To short, hit hard. Played on the backhand. And he's retired, 1 away.
Batting 9th, pitcher
Jake Arrieta digs in here for his first appearance. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Don't be surprised if he still doesn't have the green light on 3-1.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2.
Boy, there's another one that's right there.
I think both of those are mistakes, but he's not making them pay.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone. Dexter Fowler will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
It's always big when you get your leadoff guy on to start a game like that because that just wakes up the whole team from the very beginning.
Drilled on the ground to short. Correa has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Cubs are down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Jose Altuve will stand in to begin their half of the 4th with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, here's a little trivia for you, Matt. On May 1st of 2012, Jose Altuve faced Mets pitcher John Roush, who's 6 feet 11 inches tall. The 1.5-foot height differential is said to be the most in MLB history between a pitcher and batter.
At the plate, George Springer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
We've seen him use his speed more than once here this postseason, and he's on the run again here as he gets into second with the stolen base.
Slider taken for a called strike. 2-1.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And he misses there for ball 4, so runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Carlos Correa will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And another foul ball. Arrieta sets. 1-2 on its way. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And to this point, these 2 have topped out at 95 and 91 miles an hour respectively. Colby Rasmus is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high. 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2. 3-2 now. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work at corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway here.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Luis Valbuena will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
They were in good shape with the first 2 on to start the inning, but the rally definitely stalled out from there.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Chris Bryant is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
The 1-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Anthony Rizzo is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Nobody out, runner on first. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This is just an excellent pitch right here. Location right at the bottom of the strike zone. And if you don't get him to swing through it, hopefully he's going to hit that ball on the ground somewhere, and you'll get ground ball outs. But they'll take that strikeout for out number one.
Pitch inside the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
That's inside. 2-0. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. Full count now, 3-2. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Springer, still going back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And he is in there.
Yeah, this will get the runner up to third with 2 away, but it looked like it might have had a chance to get down initially. Good job to run it down out there in the alley.
Digging in to try it again, Ben Zobrist. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
When you look at the way he's throwing the ball, he's throwing first pitch strikes to less than 40% of the batters that he's faced, and yet he's still pitching well. And we're in the middle of this ballgame.
And the Cubs are going to strike first here. It's a base hit, and they have taken a 1-0 lead.
Well, nothing will put a smile on your manager's face quite like a 2-out RBI. Well, things weren't looking good. He looked like he was going to get stranded out there, but he comes through to drive him home.
Wilson Contreras steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Hit hard to short, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We played 4 full. The Cubbies are in front, 1-0. John Singleton will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Arrieta is ready, coming at him with the 0-1. On the ground to the right side. Rizzo is there, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Jason Castro is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Hayward coming on. 2 down.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like 2 totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
Carlos Gomez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Hayward is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They still trail 1-0. Addison Russell comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
The shortstop, Addison.
First offering on its way. Hot shot on the ground is short. Correa scoops it up, throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Jason Hayward stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Hit in the air out to left. Moving under it, Rasmus. 2 gone.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Jake Arrieta in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Chopped foul right at home plate. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 5 innings complete. The Cubs lead this one 1-0. Dallas Keuchel will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
And I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fellow on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And he misses with it, ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
He's set. Here it comes. Jose Altuve stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
You want to see what a good hard slider can do when you get it in on the label? Here you go in show motion. That is effective pitching, let me tell you.
Here's George Springer as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hit down the third base line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
And into his 6th inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown, Carlos.
Carlos Correa will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hayward on the run. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. It's the Cubs 1 and the Astros nothing. And there is Dexter Fowler. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Center fielder.
Keuchel gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Chris Bryant is around to bunt here, but he can't connect, and it's strike 1. Bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Anthony Rizzo ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Now a look and a throwback to second. Don't want to forget about him.
Just checking.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, that slider's been real good to him all night long. No reason not to ride that as much as you can.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Jorge Soler will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Cubs strand 1. They lead it 1-0. Colby Rasmus will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Ball 1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hayward moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, there's a look at his pitches by inning, and as you can see, he's hit 85 for the game now, so you have to think they're watching him pretty closely in that dugout.
Arrieta's got his target. Here's the first pitch. Luis Valbuena is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Hit high and deep to left field. So they're going back to the track. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Yeah, and this ball was hit pretty well, but it was always going to stay in the ballpark. And you see the left fielder just drift back and make the play on the warning track.
Here's the big first baseman, John Singleton. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think you'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
The one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Ben Zobrist will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Gomez is under it to tuck this one away, and it's a one-pitch out to begin the home half of the seventh. Wilson Contreras stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard towards center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Addison Russell will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer so far in the series. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
When you look back on his start, this is one of the few times tonight where he's missed his spot. Here it is on show track. This isn't even close. This is one of those where you know it's trouble right when it leaves your hand.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Jake Arrieta will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
And Gomez will make the catch, and the inning is over. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's 3-0. Leading off the inning, Jason Castro, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Hector Rondon will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Rizzo is there to put it away, and they couldn't ask for more than a 1-pitch out to begin the 8th. It's been a low-scoring affair. 3-0 our score as we show you the numbers for our 2 starters to this point in the contest. Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. High in the air out towards shallow right. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2. Marwin Gonzalez will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Rondon's ready. 0-2 on its way. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They trail it here 3-0.
Your attention, please. Now
A new pitcher set to take over, and it's one of just a handful of submariners around nowadays. Right-hander Pat Neshek. Dexter Fowler ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Down the first baseline. Backhanded. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Chris Bryant is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
First baseman number
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. He pulls this one into right. Springer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Striding in to start the 9th, Jose Altuve, and they'll need him to get something going here. Aroldis Chapman is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
number 54, Aroldis Chapman.
Into the seats, 0-1. Chapman has the target. Here's the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitching. That's usually a fastball.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Soler's after it. He's got it 1 away.
The right fielder, number 4.
George Springer will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, and if you've got him to look at the first pitch up there, why not throw it again? Also let her high. That puts him in a quick 0-2 hole.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Remember now, Chapman's a guy that hit 105 back in his rookie year. I mean, I don't know what exactly it is that makes him throw the ball so hard, but whatever it is, he is really exciting to watch.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Struck him out. Houston, good night.
Oh, that is just straight gas on the final pitch. 100 miles an hour as he comes in to finish this one off.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 3-0. Good night from Chicago.
Here now is the final line score tonight.